What we're going to see now is a brief conclusion of what we have found out during our projects referring to the integrating of cross-border multinational circuit, what has been learned from these projects we are looking about. We were active in the Adrimob project, which got capitalized during these captain working activities. What we have to emphasize is that out of all these activities, all these efforts, two lessons have been learned. First lesson, which came from the work package for the organization of a sustainable multimodal cross-border circuit, was that we need soft interventions and new services of low environmental impact to be joined together with high-value mobility activities. That is, we don't only need some infrastructure projects, some big-scale operations. We have to combine them together with some soft, added, but high added value result. The second lesson learned is that after we have finished with big-scale operations and we have finished with reconnecting users, we need marketing. We need to promote what we have done to the public. We need to make them aware of our efforts, and we need to make them think how they can use the new opportunities we have created by these interventions. In the first lesson we have learned is that planning and implementing soft and sustainable interventions and new services of low environmental impact can have high value in the multimodal mobility projects. Our objective was to integrate and complete, together with upgrade, existing infrastructure and services facilitating multimodal mobility in the Adriatic coastal areas. That is, we have the existing infrastructure, we have to have some over-the-top activities that will facilitate and make it more useful and more integrated, all those infrastructures. Small-scale interventions that were designed and implemented during the project can contribute a great deal in upgrading multimodal circuit, providing modern and sustainable alternatives to private cars, therefore reinforcing integration for different public transport services. We always need to enrich a large-scale, ambitious investment program with small-scale interventions. This is something easily achievable, but usually neglected. Most of the times we emphasize on the big-scale investment. We usually neglect the implementing phase or the small-scale activities. During the captain activities, a set of small-scale pilot interventions that took place during the Adrimob project was examined and capitalized as a practical roadmap towards intermodal circuit integration. All design pilot activities shared the same three values. Value one was sustainability in terms of environmental impact, integration in terms of integrating existing facilities and services, and interconnection in terms of interconnecting ports with major inland transportation and major points of interest. Interventions that took place can be grouped in three types of intervention. It were the cycling and bike facilities, it were the information and signage, it were the upgrading services. In several cases, in several partners of the program, soft activities took place the same similar way. For example, in the province of Ravenna, a free bike rental was set up for the passenger terminal of Porto Corsini, nearby the passenger terminal. 16 equipped bicycles of different use were purchased, together with a wooden customer house, in order to connect the port area with the inland and to allow people visiting the surrounding in a sustainable way. In the province of Pesaro Urbino, the public transport and bicycles was a pilot project that intended to set a bike sharing service integrated with public mobility, bus and train, in the ports of Pesaro and Fano, and in different strategic points. The project provided tourists and citizens with 76 bicycles that could be used to travel between the two cities through the bike paths or within the cities themselves. In the province of Pescara, the project was named The Bike is in the Port. It was implemented by the city of Pescara and the marina of Pescara, and the bike service implementation was used to develop sustainable mobility at local level for tourists. It was a courtesy bike, a set of free bike sharing for those who move to work within the city, and the realization of paper maps about cycling paths, explaining the different itineraries related to it, the city paths, the city center, the old Pescara, the seafront, etc. The places for shopping, the places to have a visit to art monuments, the naturalistic paths. Our regional unit of Thesprotia had the bike sharing stations, where two stations for sharing bikes of public use have been established in the city of the Igoumenitsa in a way to connect the port with the city center. The pilot system consisted of 2 automated bike sharing stations, 1 at the port, 1 at the city, and 10 bicycles. They were free of charge for use, and the service could also be checked in a portal website in English and Greek for more information. The same in the province of Rimini. There were bike sharing points in the immediate vicinity of the boats to link the harbor to the old city center and to favor visits. Aldrimot project had enabled the province of Rimini to jointly finance, together with Rimini City Council, with 18,000 euros, the start of this bike rental service with bike points set in Rimini harbor. The second part is the information and signage. That is, okay, we have created the infrastructure, we have created the connection. We need people to know how they can move in the city, how they can use this new chance they have. In Ravenna, we had direction signs and info point. We upgraded the direction signs inside the passenger terminal to indicate info point, bike rental, embarkment points, etc. of Porto Corsini. And we updated the direction signs outside the passenger terminal, outside of Porto Corsini and Ravenna port, in municipal, provincial roads, as well as the highway. We also tried to set up an info point by the passenger terminal, providing information about possible multimodal connection, as well as information about the territory and the Aldrimot project. In the province of Brindisi, the Easy Transfer initiative was to increase the use and access to the port terminal of the city of Brindisi from the train station, the town center, and the road network, and vice versa, in order to promote the accessibility of ports, especially to passengers, using public transport or sustainable transport way as bicycles. There was the preparation and printing of a roadmap, there was the preparation and installation of information signs, and 2 LED displays for the communication of information to ferry passengers. In the province of Venice, there was the WebGIS platform, which was created to allow passengers to get informed about the main characteristics of the territory. It was dedicated to sustainable means of transport and inland waterways in the province of Venice. In a cartographic WebGIS that contains information relevant to navigation and those related to tourism, all cultural aspects as well. In the city of Roving, the info point of the Port Authority. There was an info point created in order to promote the development of maritime navigation transport as an alternative to road transport. The city of Roving defined a solid strategy aimed to relieve road crowded during the summertime and make access more easy. Special IT equipment was purchased and it was equipped to equip the info point of the Port Authority. In the municipality of Dures, city signs to improve mobility were created and online information was supported. The realization of traffic city sign that helps tourists and passengers to get to the port and the new passenger terminal, and as well the design, creation, and database and maintenance of the official website of the Sustainable Tourism for Dures, with various information. In the province, the third lesson learned, the third aspect of our effort was to upgrade services. For example, the province of Ravenna put a shuttle bus connecting the port with main tourist sites. The shuttle bus is a seasonal and shuttle connection from Ravenna and Cervia to Bologna Airport, as well as a special bus transport for passenger terminal to the main tourist places of the area, the nearest port areas. The port of Bar purchased 2 forklifts of 3 tons capacity to make more easy, more efficient the handling of operations during ship loading and uploading. The province of Rimini applied a free Wi-Fi network to use for passengers and boats available during and before mooring. For the purpose of providing the harbor area with specific services, with the collaboration of Telecom and Guglielmo, a free Wi-Fi internet connection was made available in the harbor area. The service, much appreciated by carriers and passengers, has a dual objective. On one hand, favor and speed up all passenger embarkation and de-embarkation operation by means of internet, and permit communication between the different parties managing such operations. On the other hand, provide passengers themselves and tourists in general with free Wi-Fi service. The second lesson learned from AdriMob project is to encourage local and cross-border partnerships to promote touristic packages that utilize the intermodal transport circuit of Adriatic area. Our goal is to add value and to create conditions for further investments on integrating the multimodal circuit by mobilizing local actors. What we mean is we need the collaboration among tour operators, public authorities, transport operators, all local and international actors in a mutual beneficiary way to effectively promote tourist mobility by public means. We need a combined effort that will show to the tourists the benefits of combining public transport for their tourist itinerary and combining more than one destinations or more than one activities for the tourist during his visit. The Adriatic area hosts a large share of worldwide tourism who need to travel across the region. So small partnerships can joint promotion of public means can generate demand for these services. What we have to address, we have to have integrated information at cross-border intermodal way. We have to adopt new technology to provide reliable and advanced services. We have to have joint strategy among different actors for a same goal to provide our multimodal options. During the AdriMob project, implementation of cross-border cooperation with different actors has been tested and effectively implemented. The project partners organized solid cooperations among tour operators and transport operators so as to construct, commercialize and promote special attractive tourist packages which utilize the intermodal transport circuit of the Adriatic and Ionian area. There we can see some examples of the packages that were created during the project. For example, the romantic escapade in Venice and Roving, which included a 4 days and 3 nights program of visits to the 2 places. We can see different projects, different options for tourism in the visiting the capitals of the old capitals of the Adria coast, bike and relaxation in Romagna, sea and nature on the Adriatic shores, being on the Salt Road, or discovering Byzantium, which were some projects, some tourist options designed by tour operators as well as the project itself, promoting the area with different aspects of the tourist experience. You can see there was the Adriatico da Costa a Costa, which was a round trip in the Adriatic. This was another offer of the therms and of the sea. There was all the upper Adriatic, Tour dell'Alto Adriatico, from Pescara all around Venice and Trieste down to the Dalmatian shore. And there was the tour of the lower Adriatic, Tour del Basso Adriatico, beginning again from Pescara, going to Montenegro and Albania. And the tour of Medio Adriatico, another around itinerary. There was finally a 7-day tourist package joining Igoumenitsa and Corfu with bar and Brindisi. As you can see, there were more than one options for the tourists to visit more places in our projects, to combine the opportunities and the services provided to him, and have a more comprehensive and more valuable